How do you do, everybody? Glad to have you with us. Welcome to baseball action. The Wilmette Waves taking on Grand Rapids Diamonds. Battle Creek, Michigan. Glad to have you with us. And the ball. And pitch high for a ball two. Scott Hammes letting it off for the Wilmette Waves. And a strike.
What do you got, him 80?
And the count's called blackjack.
Splitter. Yep.
That thing worked pretty good?
They worked really well.
Glad to have you with us. And it wasn't blackjack. Ball four. And Hammes draws the walk to lead off the ball game. And here's Sammy Viscotti. And a ball one.
How does that work? You just push it. When do you have to push the button?
So Viscotti bats.
When his hand's here, just before he releases, you hit it. And then if you're daydreaming,
Hammes on at first.
you punch it.
Shortens the bunt. There goes the runner, and not in time, stolen base
Get a shot out.
for Hammes.
The closer you are, less angle, the better.
And the bunt put down, picked up by the catcher, over to first in time. Hammes over to third on the sacrifice. And here's Drew Lamont. And he takes a strike. Strike one. And fouled out of play. It's a hot day, but we've got a delightful breeze blowing. It's keeping the oppressiveness of the heat down a little bit. Foul ball back. But the temperature's well in the 90s. Strike three. Here's Grant Klonovich. I guess what I'm saying is it isn't a hot wind that's blowing, although a stiff one. Cross field. Pitch low and outside the ball. Grant Klonovich, the batter. Hammes on at third. Two out. And that is going to be a triangle shot. In for the base hit and the run home. And here's Frank Nicholas. And a pitch high and outside a ball. Wilmette Waves and the Grand Rapids Diamonds. And a strike. Metro Chicago Sports Network is seen on cable and also on YouTube. Check out our sports action. And ball gets away. And over to second, trots Klonovich. Now the pitch. Swinging a bit strike. Strike two. Klonovich with the lead off second. Wilmette's taking an early 1-0 lead here in the top half of the first inning. And the delivery. High fly ball, shallow. And right fielder over. Takes it for the out. And that takes care of the top half of the first inning. After a half inning of play, Wilmette leading it 1-0 over Grand Rapids. Bottom of the second. or first rather, Joel Schipper leading it off. Bottom of the first. And the first pitch high and tight, a ball. Brian Gerner on the mound for Wilmette. Goes to bunt, and it's a beauty, and nope, not going to get to it. And a little bunt single lead off the ball game for Grand Rapids. Here's Logan Magzig. Magzig takes a ball one. So run around at first. And you can see what sort of wind we've got. There goes part of the infield. Headed for Ontario, or maybe the thumb of Michigan. Somewhere around Bay City, Saginaw. So the first runner back. And a pitch low, ball. Get a win like this, I usually take home about half the infield with me anyway. So the first runner back. Foul ball back at us. Logan Magzig bats. So the first runner back. Joel Schipper over there at first for the Diamonds. Swing and a miss. Strike three. And one away. Here's Alex Huard. So Huard bats with the runner at first. Wilmette leading 1-0 here in the bottom half of the first inning. The lefty Gerner delivers. Half swing, foul ball off to the right. Go to first, and they got the runner picked off. And Schipper's out. Caught stealing, as it were. And a foul ball off to the left. I had to think about that. It's like television. You move a camera to the right to pan left, and vice versa. As you learn the craft, and strike three, and he let his bat really fly up on top of the dugout, as a matter of fact, and out of the ball field. Anyway, that does it for the first inning. At the end of one, it's 1-0 Wilmette, and we'll be back with more. Don't be a party to teenage drinking. Parents who host lose the most. It is not okay to drink, just so long as they don't do drugs. It's still wrong. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. And off we go, top of the second inning for the Wilmette Waves. Leading it off is Matt McCaffrey. Baseball action from Battle Creek, Michigan. The Connie Mack North Central Regional. Well, that's interesting. Poof, and it's so. Here's Matt McCaffrey. McCaffrey's Stolgentine and Katz due up. And a strike. High and tight, a ball. And a ball a little outside. And ball 4. So Matt McCaffrey leads off with the walk. Then here's Nolan Stogentine. Yeah, and he takes a ball. And high for the ball. 2-0. On Stogentine. Now he shortens the bunt. Pulls it back. Takes ball 3. Josh Katz on deck. And ball 4. Well, that's not a very auspicious way to start the inning here. And here's Josh Katz. If you're a Diamonds fan, there's a strike. Great way to start an inning for the Waves. First 2 men reach via walks. Walks always come back to hurt you. Katz shows bunt. Bunts it in the air and foul. Again showing bunt. And does bunt it. Picked up by the third baseman over to first in time, but both runners advance. And here is David Egan. Infield pulls in, looking for a play at the plate. And the bunt. And that is going to work as a suicide squeeze. Egan's out at first, run home to score. As McCaffrey comes home. And here's Scott Hammis. And he takes the ball upstairs. Ball 1. Ball 2. 2-0 to Scott Hammis. Well, this is going to be our final baseball game of 2012-2013. So we want to thank not only the baseball group, both parents and coaches and the various high schools we work with, but we want to do that for the whole year as our 2012-13 season comes to an end. Football just around the corner. Our first football game is Nutrer and Schaumburg. And ball 4. So Hammis draws the walk. And Sam Viscotti, the batter. So runners at the corners. Stogentine at third, Hammis at first. And a strike on the outside corner, strike 1. Yeah, foul ball. Off to the left. As I was talking about earlier, as Hammis steals second, I think they were thinking it was a double steal. They conceded the second base, hoping the runner was going home, but Stogentine stood where he was. And that's a base hit to right. That's going to score 2. And it is now 4-0 in favor of Wilmette. And Drew Lamont, the batter. So we're going to be a strike. In working a camera, you move the camera the opposite direction from where you're going. So if you want to move left, you move the camera to the right, and vice versa. And a stolen base for Visconti, uncontested. And many a time I can remember a director telling me over the headphones, no, your other left. And a strike. Drew Wilmette. Meaning that you said pan left, and I moved the camera to the left instead of moving it to the right. Foul ball. Back in my early days of broadcasting. Now it's just second nature. We're talking 42, 43 years ago. Swing and a miss. Strike three. And drop third strike. Throw over to first. And we go to the bottom half of the second. And Wilmette leading it 4-0 over Grand Rapids. And Curtis Baker will lead it off for the Diamonds. And a strike one. And a pitch low ball. Now this is different than the first game we played here. The first game we played against Southeast Michigan took us forever. There's a base hit to left. And a leadoff single for Curtis Baker and C.J. Close bats. And a foul ball back. This is a 3-stadium, as it were, baseball field complex here in Battle Creek, Michigan. This is where they play the Michigan State Championships for baseball, all 4 classes. And a pitch high ball. The only thing that would be a problem for me is if I were from Marquette or the UP. It's a pretty good ride to get down here to Battle Creek. For the bigger schools, it's not all that bad. Strike three. Caught him looking. And here's Ty Davis. And he takes a pitch outside a ball. Of course, I suppose the same could be said for Illinois baseball now. That's why they moved the 1A and 2A baseball to Peoria. But still, that's a pretty good hike from Cairo and Harrisburg and places like that to Peoria. But it's better than going to Joliet, I suppose. Strike two. Ty Davis, the batter. Curtis Baker with his leadoff first. And a ground ball. Whoopsie. And that is a hit. Could be an error, but I'm going to call it a hit. So 2 on. And 1 out. And Brad Vigna. And a pop-up foul and taken by Josh Katz for the out. 2 away. Here's Nate Boschma. They've got a 32-team league in Western Michigan. In the Connie Mack. Yeah, foul ball. So runners with their leads. Boschma takes a strike. Ball gets away, but the runners stay put. Metro Chicago Sports Network. Glad to have you wherever you may be on our network line. Whether it be on cable or the internet. And ball 4. And that loads the bases with 2 out. Here's Aaron Fadden. And he sends a ground ball right to Wilmette, who flips it over to Visconti for the out to end the inning. So at the end of 2, it's 4-0 in favor of Wilmette, and we'll be back with more. Drive sober or get pulled over. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. And the ball game moves along to the top of the 3rd inning. And Grant Klenovich will lead it off. Klenovich, Nicholas, and McCaffrey do up. And the Waves leading it 4-0. And ball low in the dirt on the first offering. New pitcher on the mound for Grand Rapids. A lefty. They side with the righty. There's a... Yeah, I thought that was a strike. It's the ball inside. Okay. Swing and a miss, strike. And fouled off and back behind us. Another one scooped and fouled out of play. And watched it go by. Strike 3, he knew it. 1 away. And here's Frank Nicholas. Nicholas flied out to right his last time up. Sends one off down the right field line foul. The delivery and high for a ball. And another fly ball out towards right field. Right fielder backs up a little bit and takes it for the out. 2 away. And here's Matt McCaffrey. Last time up, McCaffrey walked and scored a run. There's a strike at the knees on the outside corner. Yeah, and that's low ball. VACATION till the start of the fall. I'm singing that, man. It's been a long year. There's a strike. This is cable broadcast game number 126 of the year. Strike 3 and the inning over. We go to the bottom half of the 3rd. And Wilmette leading this one 4-0. Have gotten a couple of gifts off walks. And first pitch hitting, Shipper. Over there. The first. From Visconti to Klunovich. Here's Logan Masick. All told, game-wise, this year, I did over almost 300. A little shy of 300 this year. Last year I did well over 300, but this year down a little bit. Baseball did about half as many games owing to weather and schedule changings. That's a ball. And strike 3. 2 down. Alex Huard, number 3 in the batting order for Grand Rapids, and he hits a ground ball right to McCaffrey, over to Klunovich, and a quick 1-2-3. At the end of 3, it's 4-0 in favor of Wilmette, and we'll be back with more here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Buckle up, Illinois, it's the law. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. And remember, click it or ticket. And we move along, going to the top of the 4th inning. And Nolan Stogentine leads it off for the Wilmette Waves. And takes a pitch high for a ball. Ball 1. And scooped that and fouled off. I think I need a little detox time. That is detox from all the sports. And a strike on the inside corner. And strike 3. And that's 1 away. Here's Josh Katz. And scooped that and right to the shortstop. He was thinking of jumping, didn't have to. 2 down. Here's David Egan. David executed a perfect suicide squeeze his last time up. And a pitch high, a ball. And a strike on the outside corner, and the count was up at 1-1. To the center fielder for the Wilmette Waves, David Egan. And scooped that, and that's going to drop in for the base hit. Back up the middle. A single for Egan with 2 out. And Scott Hemis, the batter. And again, the throw over there. They got him picked off and threw it into left field. Stolen base anyway. We'll just count that as a stolen base for Egan. And another one fouled off. And there goes Egan again. Another stolen base, and this one didn't even elicit a throw. So runner at third, and now a ground ball. Third baseman has it. Throws to first in time. And that completes the top half of the 4th inning. Halfway home with this ball game. And the Wilmette Waves leading at 4-0 over the Grand Rapids Diamonds. And Curtis Baker Leads it off. And takes a ball. Ball one. And a long fly ball down the line and foul. Gerner delivers. And a pitch low ball. Brian Gerner on the mound. Battery of Gerner and Katz. And a soft little liner ends up as a one bouncer to Visconti over to Klenovich for the out. One away. Logan Masick. And a whoopsie. And caught. So I take that back. That was C.J. Klaus. It just popped out. Despite Matt McCaffrey's getting tangled up in the little lip from the infield to the outfield. So Baker out 4-3. Klaus out on the pop out. And here's Ty Davis. And he sends a fly ball. On the giddy up is Egan. He's over there, reaches up and takes it for the out. And 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We play 2-4. And it remains 4-0 Wilmette. Distracted driving is dangerous. Texting, cell phone, talking to the friends, whatever. Pay attention. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. So we move along to the top of the fifth inning. And Sammy Visconti will lead it off for Wilmette. And takes a strike. Strike one. Visconti, Lamont, and Klenovich. 2, 3, and 4 in the Wilmette batting order. 2 up. And a fly ball. Center fielder goes over, so does the left fielder, and the left fielder calls it and takes it. 1 up, 1 down. Andrew Lamont. And off the end of the bat, foul. I think they were thinking the bat that Lamont has, because it's a two-tone bat, might be a composite bat. It isn't. Right back up the middle. A single for Lamont. Seeing eye single to the infield. And Grant Klenovich, the batter. Grant singled in the first, driving home a run. And struck out his last time up. Batting here in the top of the fifth. Lamont with his lead. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike. And scooped and fouled out of play. Trying to stay alive. So at first they got Lamont picked off, but figured it out a little too late, and Lamont got himself a stolen base. So runner at second. And that's the fourth stolen base for Wilmette. And a pitch high, a ball. Runner with the lead. And strike three. And Klenovich is out. So 2 away. And Frank Nicholas, the batter. Nicholas has flied out twice. There goes the runner. There goes the throw, not in time. And another stolen base for the Waves as Wilmette has 2 on his initial single here in the 5th. So Frank Nicholas bats with the runner at third. 2 out. And a foul ball off to the right. One thing about wooden bats is differs from composite. And the old aluminum bat, you could hit it almost anywhere and get it to go somewhere. Now, Nicholas hit by the pitch and a board. Runners at the corners, and Matt McCaffrey, the batter, has walked and scored a run and struck out. And a ground ball. Second baseman has trouble with it. Throws to second, not in time. And Lamont home to score the 5th run of the ball game for Wilmette on the error on the second baseman. And here's Nolan Stogentine. And first pitch hitting, fly ball to right. Taken for the out. And go to the bottom half of the 5th. Wilmette now leading this one 5-0 over the Grand Rapids Diamonds. Brad Vigna leading it off for Grand Rapids. We've got a bunch of high schools on this team, unlike Wilmette, where they're all New Trier. They've got, I think I counted 5 or 6 high schools. And a fly ball on the giddy up is Egan, and jumps and takes it for the out. So one away. Here's Nate Boschma. And he takes a ball 1, and high and outside. And scoops it. And a little pop-up taken by Viscotti for the out. 2 away. Aaron Fadden, the batter. Number 9 in the batting order for the Diamonds. And a pitch high, a ball. And a strike. 1-1. Now, what I was saying before, the aluminum bats of the spring, they kind of course, they've gotten rid of the aluminum bats. Now it's all composite, but even the composite bats have a little more spring to them and a little more bounce to them as far as not having to hit the ball on the sweet spot. Wood bats, you really have to do that, going outside a ball. On a wood bat, you really have to hit the sweet spot in order to get it to go somewhere. Composite bat, a little less so. And a ground ball right to Lamont. And over to Klenovich, and that's 10 in a row retired by Gerner. And we go to the 6th. Wilmette leading at 5-0 over Grand Rapids. We'll be back with more. Teach the truth. Actions have consequences. You do the crime, you do the time. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Moving along, top of the 6th inning. Katz, Egan, and Hamas due up for the Wilmette Waves. Why do I suddenly feel more and more like Harry Carey? Mumbling things. I think back on, I don't say it like Harry and Jack Brickhouse, but I sure think it. Well, that was a great play, but I remember back in 1995, 97, somebody doing something. Ground ball, third to first, one up, one down. Here's David Egan. He singled, scored, stole 2 bases, and was left stranded at third his last time up. And a strike. So Egan bats. And a pitch drops in, but drops in late. And a little high, a ball. Metro Chicago Sports Network baseball coverage. And this is actually cable broadcast game number 2701. And a ball outside. It's actually been more than that, but ball 4. Egan draws the walk. And Scott Hammes, the batter. And he fouls one off. Strike 1. Finishing up our 26th year of cable broadcast. And a pitch low, ball. And a high pop-up. And taken by the second baseman for the out. Two away. And Sammy Visconti, the batter. Top of the 6th. So to first, they got Egan picked off. The throw, he overslid, and then on the overslide, tried to get his hand back down, not in time. So we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. And Joel Schipper, top of the batting order, due up here for the Diamonds of Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids, Michigan, low and outside the ball. Connie Mack Regional. And the pitch high, a ball. And right down the middle. A strike. And a ground ball. Right to Cleno. He'll underhand it to Gerner in time, just barely, and one away. Here's John Hall. Pinch batting for Logan Masick. And in there for a strike. Thigh high, outer corner. Outer half, I was going to say. Dropped in beautifully for the strike. And a ball. So Garner really found a groove here. And he delivers, and a high pop-up foul. McCaffrey calls for it, has it for the out. Two-way. Alex Heward, the batter. And he takes a strike on the inside corner. That's 12 in a row that Garner has retired. And it's going to be 13. A fly ball. Easy fly out to center. And taken for the out by David Egan. And at the end of 6, it's Wilmette 5 and Grand Rapids nothing, and we'll be back with more. Sport a winning attitude. Be a positive role model, whether you're playing or in the stands. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Hi-ho, 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 to the 7th inning we go. Anyway, leading it off is Sammy Viscotti. He was at bat when Egan got picked off. So he gets new life. Squibbed off the end of the bat. And the delivery and a fly ball. Center fielder comes in, shallow center field, adds it for the out. One up, one down. Here's Drew Lamont. And he takes a pitch high, a ball. Metro Chicago Sports Network. Baseball coverage. Final game of our broadcast season. Fly ball out to right. And taken by the right fielder for the out. 2 up, 2 down. And Grant Klanovich bats. And a strike. Strike one. I'm not sure if he sounded like he might have ticked that a little bit. Swing and a miss. Strike two. They lock and load. And strike three. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Hold them and go home time for the Wilmette Waves and away. And it is 5-0 Wilmette. Curtis Baker leading it off, number 4 in the batting order for the Diamonds. And takes a strike on the inside corner. And strike two. Ooh, that was a delicious pitch. The delivery. Outside and high ball. 1-2. To Curtis Baker. And the count evens up at deuces. Gurner gets the sign from Katz and delivered it low and inside. A ball. Or certainly inside. And a little ground ball. Comebacker to Gurner. over to first in time. It's 17 actually in a row that Gerner has retired. And the ball. C.J. Close, the batter. And fouled off and out of play. We're actually northeast Battle Creek, Michigan, and suburban Battle Creek. As there goes part of the infield up towards Bay City, Saginaw, Midland area. Ground ball and knocked down. They throw and gets away. And Close going to go to second. Score that as a single and an error. And Ty Davis, the batter. Fourth hit of the ball game for the Diamonds, and a strike. Each team now with an error. And each team with 4 hits. Four walks in the first 2 innings. Really the kind of the difference in this ball game. Wilmette, the recipient of those walks. Fly ball out to center. And taken by Egan for the out. And the runner will hold. So 2 away. And Brad Vigna, the batter. And a foul ball. And a pitch outside the ball. Gerner gets the side from Katz. The pitch and drops in early. No ball. Down low. Now the pitch, and that's low ball. And ball 4. So 2 on with 2 out for Grand Rapids, and Nate Boschma, the batter. And low and inside the ball. Ball what? And a strike at the knees on the inside corner. 1-1 to Nate Boschma. Runners with their lead. Bottom of the 7th. And a fly ball. This should do it. Egan on the giddy up over and has it for the out. And the ball game is all over. And the Wilmette Waves beat the Grand Rapids Diamonds 5-0. Great performance pitching-wise by Brian Gerner. And Wilmette able to capitalize early on the walks and some key hitting early on. So the final word on this ball game for Wilmette, 5 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. They were struck out 7 times, walked 5, 4 in the first 2 innings. Wilmette left 5 on base, 7 stolen bases for the Wilmette Waves. For the Grand Rapids Diamonds, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They were struck out 4 times, walked twice, and 5 left on base. So this is Mark Braun. That'll do it for our 2012-2013 season. Hoping you enjoyed our broadcast all season long. Join us for more sports action. We'll start the fall up with the New Trier football game versus Schaumburg. And for all of us here at the network, we say as always, thanks for watching this year, and don't forget to watch our great games of the past coming up on the network, on our cable network, and over on our YouTube broadcast. But anyway, for us, thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.